Okay, Nick, we're just going to do the basics. Here we go. You know the story. We're supposed to find the measures of angles A, B, C, and D. So, starting very slowly, angle D. We know that the 118 plus D has to equal 180 degrees because it makes a straight line, which is 180 degrees. So 180 minus 118, we do our math, and I believe we get 62 degrees. So angle D, I'm going to put this down here. We have A, B, C, and D. D is 62 degrees. All right, and then what we can do is we can think of parallel lines. So let me get rid of some of this stuff. Parallel lines. Hopefully you agree. Those purple lines right there are parallel. And the black line, let me just go for black. This black line right here is the transversal. So now we have to find A. So A and 118 are alternate because they're on opposite sides of the transversal, and they're interior, alternate interior angles because they're inside the parallel lines, and alternate interior angles are congruent. So if this angle over here is 118, then this angle right here is 118. Alternate interior. So now we have angle A and we have angle D. Now I'm going to erase some of this. And I'm going to put in what we found out. We found out that A is 118, and we found out that D is 62. Okay, and now what we're going to do is we're going to look at a different set of parallel lines. This line right here is parallel to this line right here. And hopefully you can tell again that the black line is the transversal. So, just that a little bit. Hold on. Erase this too much. Okay. So, here we go again. This time I'm going to change the color here. This 118 degree angle and this C angle right there are called corresponding, because if you took one of them and you cut this paper, you could take that angle and it would be exactly that same angle right there. You just cut it and move it over, and that 118 would go right on top of the C. So that means the C is 118 degrees. So far, so good? All right. Now, I'll erase everything again. The last one, well, let me put in what we know. We know that A is 118 degrees. We know that C is 118 degrees. We know that D is 62 degrees. And the only one we have left to find is B. All right, different ways to do this, but I think I'll do it this way. Here we have parallel lines. And here we have a transversal. Parallel lines are the yellow ones. The transversal is the orange one. All right, this angle and this angle are, you should be able to name this, they're corresponding angles. They're like twins. If you cut the bottom one out, it would fall right on top of the top one. So this angle right here is 118 degrees. And then we know that this angle right here and this angle right here are, you should be saying it, they make a straight line, so they are supplementary. So we take 180, we subtract the 118, and we're back to our 62 degrees. So that's how you found the angles, the A, B, C, and D. You had to know corresponding angles, supplementary angles, alternate interior angles. All things you're supposed to know by the time you get to this point. All right, down here, I'll just do the easy part here. Well, I guess these answers are all up here. And I didn't really answer this question. How are you going to find the angles? You're going to use parallel lines and transversals. Okay. Give the video a little bit of time to catch up. All right. Now I'm going to stay focused on this one. All we need to know is angle E and angle J. Those are the only two angles that they're asking for. Angle J they've almost given to you, because this angle plus this angle plus this angle makes a straight line. And you should know that a straight line measures 180 degrees. So we already have 118 degrees and we have 28 degrees, so we add that together. So these green angles right here, if my math is right, add up to be 146. And so if all three green angles, or all three, these angles right here add up to be 180 degrees, then this, I believe, will be 34 degrees. So angle J is 34 degrees. Let me check. $180 degrees. So that's 34 degrees. Any questions? Okay, now I'm going to erase this. Maybe. There we go. Okay, now we have to find angle E. Trying to think of the easiest way to do this. The easiest way to do this is to look at these two lines being parallel, and this line right here being the transversal. And then we would know that this angle and this angle, go ahead of me, those two angles are corresponding. So they're both 118 degrees. And then this angle and this angle make a straight angle. So 180 degrees minus the 118 degrees gives us 62 degrees. And now, change the color. We're back to how we started. These three angles right here have to equal 180 degrees. So we already know, change colors once again, we already know we have a 62 degree angle, a 76 degree angle, and the whole thing has to equal 180 degrees, so we take 180 and subtract 138. And E is 42 degrees. If you know all of your angle pairs and everything that's going on, you should be able to find all the rest of those answers. Let me check before I give this to you and make sure that I'm right. go up here, 118, 62, 118, 62, and angle E is 42 degrees. Angle J is 34 degrees. All right, this is truly a gold problem. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to redraw the problem. So redraw parallel lines. And then I'm going to draw two transversals. This is one transversal. All I'm going to do is make it longer. And then this will be my other transversal, and all I'm going to do is make it longer. So look at what was there, and look at my new drawing. Now I'm going to put in what I know. I know this angle right here is 100 degrees. Whoops, let me erase just my little garbly stuff right there. Whoops. This is 100 degrees. This is A, and this is 40 degrees. So, now we use what we know. Let me go like this. If we look at the gray parallel lines and this orangish transversal, this angle and this angle are on opposite sides, so they're alternate. They're inside the gray parallel line, so they're alternate interior angles. They have the same measure. This angle and this angle make a straight line. They have to equal 180 degrees. So this angle is is 80 degrees. This right here is a triangle. These three angles inside a triangle have to equal 180 degrees. So we have 40 degrees and 80 degrees. We already have 120 degrees. We need 180 degrees. So this angle right here is 60 degrees. Let me see if I can just erase that. I doubt it. Of course not. Undo. Okay. Whoops. Undo. Go back to here. Okay. Oops, maybe I can do this. Hold on. Okay, let me try that again then. Whoops. Okay, so this angle right here is 60. 60 plus 40 plus 80 gives us 180. All right, now we're almost done. We know that this angle right here and this angle right here make a straight angle. Straight angle has 180 degrees. We already have 60 degrees. So that means that A has to be 120 degrees. And that's our answer. You can do a lot more than that. You can do it a lot different ways. But that is probably the most simple way to do this problem. Okay, I want you to watch this video and then ask me any other questions that you might have.